Hello everybody, it's Aaron. It's been a while since I've been able to say this, but welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. We have switched to the Direwolf 20 pack. I hope you enjoyed my little troll there. We are in the Origin Valley. That's why we look like Alpha. Normally they have gravel beaches, but for some reason this one doesn't. I don't know what's up. So I haven't really done a lot. I have made a small dwelling, if you want to call it that. I planted a mega rubber tree. We're going to see if the lumber axe takes this thing down. I don't know if it will or not. And I've done a little bit of Botania. I did a lot of that in the mod sauce on episode. So I'll probably do all this stuff on my own this time unless you guys specifically want to see something. All I did was I got enough stuff to make the magnetization ring because the only other magnet we have is the Ender IO one. And I made a Sojourner's sash because I've had a hell of a time getting my sprint to work. And this will actually auto step or high step, whatever you want to call it. When you normally walk, it moves a little faster. And you jump 2 blocks high. Normally I wouldn't be able to make this jump, but since I've got the sash on, I hop right up. So I made some paintings. This is the first time I've ever made paintings, ever. I just wanted to put something on the walls, so I made a few of them. I've done a lot of mining. I found a diamond in a chest, put it on my stone pick, found a couple more, put it on the other tinker's tools, but I haven't made any machines. I haven't even made a smeltery. Although I have made the bricks. So I want to let you guys in on a couple of quality of life things that I've discovered in this pack. The first one is dev null, and it's based on an old Unix thing. It's basically a black hole. What it does, if you right click it in the air, you can put something in it. You can put anything in it. What it does is when you go to get a stack of something, or if you pick something up, it took 32 and it deleted the other 32. So if you're mining and you don't have a backpack, you make a dev null, put your cobblestone or dirt or whatever in it, it'll keep a stack and anything else will get deleted. And you can place things out of the stack right here. But once we fill up the stack, see we're on 64 right now, nothing in the inventory. If we break these, they're just going to get deleted automatically, which is a beautiful thing. The other thing, where's my carpenter's hammer? Here it is. This pressure plate is a carpenter's pressure plate. I was just messing around trying to change the texture like you can with the doors. Well, if you right click this thing, you can trigger it with different entities. So if you don't have an obsidian pressure plate, or if you don't have any obsidian yet, which I don't, if I right click this thing until it says activate for players only, it'll only work for me. If I activate it for monsters, it doesn't work. So that's a pretty cool thing. I just ran into it. I didn't even know about it. And it's just one of those things I just happened upon. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. This go round, I want to do a lot of industrial craft because I haven't gotten to play with the 1.7 version yet, and I barely got to play with the 1.6 version. I want to do a lot of railcraft and forestry. I've already found some apatite so we can make a forestry tree farm. The grass here is really finicky. It'll let you plant some saplings, and some saplings they have to be planted on just bare dirt. So I think we're going to actually live here. This is just to kind of keep me safe. I've died probably 50 times in the last day and a half, and that's not an exaggeration. I've gotten owned, literally. So what we need to do first, I want to turn these into iron furnaces because they're a little more efficient. and I want to use them to cook up a couple of things, and then I want to get to the industrial craft stuff. Probably make a pulverizer and keep cooking stuff in the iron furnaces. So actually, I guess we could look and see. I don't even know what the recipe. I said pulverizer. I meant macerator. Whoops. So it's basically the same recipes. So how about this? I'm not really worried about doubling these ores just yet. So let's take this and we're going to make a hammer. And we're going to make some plates. We're going to make 10 of them. We're going to take our furnaces and turn them into iron furnaces. They are a little more efficient than the stone furnaces. They look a little more industrial, obviously. So I'm going to smelt up some ores. I'm going to have to cook up a bunch of rubber too. I didn't even think about that. While that's going, let's repair this axe. We'll see if it'll take down that rubber tree. I don't know if it will or not. Oh, look at this. Wow. I think it would have taken it down if I had an axe with more durability. So it took down quite a bit of it. We got a bunch of rubber. So let me pick all this stuff up. One awesome thing about IC2 is we can now make scaffolds. I love these things. I'm going to need a little more, a few more sticks. All right, I want to just get high enough that my magnet reaches that stuff on the top. And as the leaves despawn, these things will keep falling. I'll have to run out here every couple minutes. I think the iron ones, you can actually click on the bottom and they'll stack up. Whoa, I guess I'm jumping on that stuff now. No big deal. We'll just have to break those few by hand. And I guess I'm going to have to put this stuff in a barrel. Alright, so the coolest thing about scaffolds is, let me do something with this stuff. Once you get to the bottom, if you break the bottom one, they all fall down. So if you need to do some work around your base, make your scaffolding, you break the bottom one, boom, they all fall. So I don't think I'm going to have to harvest any rubber for quite a while. That actually worked out better than expected. So let's throw, I don't even have a full stack of it. Let's throw a stack of it in here, and we'll just throw, I was going to just throw a stack of wood in there, but let's do it like this. We'll throw a stack of planks in there. And we'll do the same thing up here. Let's get rid of the iron, make a little room. And we'll just let that cook up. So I'm going to smelt all the things we're going to need, probably make a few more plates with our forge hammer. And then we'll make a generator, probably a 10 EU generator, the basic one, and a macerator. And we'll start grinding things into dust so we can end up with more than we've got. I've done okay on everything except lead, oddly enough. Ton of lapis everywhere. I had to make a barrel for that, and a lot of gold. So let me do this, and I'll bring you guys back in just a second. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I think I've got everything squared away. Just to show you the efficiency of these things, I've got 29 of these left, and if I had put a stack of planks in with a stack of anything, I probably would have half of this amount. So I think that normally you get like 8 operations out of a piece of coal or charcoal, and maybe you get 10 in the iron furnace or something like that. I'm not really sure. We may check it out. What we're going to need to make, first we're going to need a generator. And I'm going to do this while recording because it's new stuff, new recipes and stuff like that. So we can either make an iron furnace, which is a furnace and 5 plates and then 3 plates and a battery, or we can just do it this way. We'll probably just do it that way because it's the same amount of iron either way. So I'll just go ahead and make 4 furnaces, and we're going to need to make, let's make 20 plates if we can. And we're going to need some wire cutters also to make the battery. I don't remember the wire cutter recipe because it's been a long time. 3 plates, 2 ingots. Okay. So it's a good thing I made a couple extra plates. We're going to need to make, let's see, we'll do this. No. We have to make them plates first. There's a machine that does this, and we will use that when the time comes. But right now, there's no way we can do that without doing this first. So we're going to need, I don't know how many copper wires we're going to need. I'll just make all of them just because. And I think I can just do that. Yep. And I think we're going to need more tin plates. We'll do 16 of them. The thing about these is you're never going to not use them. There's always a use for these things. So let's see. The battery, we'll just need a couple of redstone. I'll grab a stack. And let's look at something real quick. We might as well go ahead and make a bat box while we're at it. So I'm going to make 4 batteries after I make this stuff. And the recipes are actually really similar to earlier versions. They've just substituted plates for, I think it just used to be iron ingots. Ooh, and battery stack, that's good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and make the bat box first. I'm going to need 1 more of these. Might as well go ahead and make 2. All right, there is our bat box. What are we actually making? We're actually making a generator. Okay. So we'll go ahead and make a couple of the casings. We'll throw a furnace in here and then a battery. Yes. And then we need to do the macerator. I just got an achievement. So we're going to need to make a circuit first. That'll question mark click. And we'll need a couple or 3 flint. Let's put these up. And we'll need a couple of cobblestone as well. All right. Generator, macerator. The electric furnace, it's a pretty easy recipe. I'm not going to make one just yet. We will make one very soon though. I just wanted to definitely make the macerator so we could double everything. And this is bronze, so I'm going to have to grind some stuff up first so I can make the bronze. Unless I want to fire up the smeltery. So what we'll do is we'll put the bat box here for now. Typically the dot is the output and the other side is the input. We'll just throw those in there for now. We are getting power. And we'll throw down our macerator. Macerator has power. And we can throw a stack of iron in here. It's gonna take a little while. This is a pretty slow machine by default. We can actually run more than one off of this power system. And these do take upgrades. So I don't know what those cost anymore. Here's the overclocker. Looks like a pain. We're going to have to figure out how to get IC2 coolant. It probably does not spawn in the world. Liquid heat exchanger. Maybe that makes it. I don't know. Well, there's some new stuff to figure out, guys. So this is really all I wanted to accomplish for this episode. Now we can smelt these. We could do the thermal centrifuge. We will do that at some point. But, I mean, that's probably a little rich for our blood right now. No, we can't do it. If it takes a mining laser, which looks a lot different than it did before. These things, these are pretty cheap. This is not a new recipe, but it's different than the one I'm used to. We're going to need diamonds or industrial diamonds. And these guys, we're going to need some other things. So I'm going to let this go. We could put, I'm not sure if a hopper works on this. Buildcraft pipe will actually work very well. Just a wooden pipe with a redstone engine will pull everything out of the side of this. And you can put a hopper or a chute on top and put stuff into it. I may make a chute. I don't even remember what those cost. They're not too expensive. Little cobblestone and a couple extra sticks as compared to a vanilla hopper. These are much faster though. Oh cool, we have modular power suits. So I may go ahead and do that at some point, but I'm not going to do it right this second. So this is the important thing. We've taken 8 of these and we've got 16 of these. So I'm going to process all the ores. I'm going to get organized. And we will continue on in the next episode. So as always, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything like that, leave them down below. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.